This episode is brought to you with the support of patrons of the Jessa channel, like Morgwin. Thanks, Morgwin. Join the party at patreon.com/the Jessa channel. Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is When the Past Was Around, Chapter 2. We are playing as Edda, who's experienced some loss and grief in her life, but she has been following these musical notes. And so the first thing we're going to do is see if we can't come up with, but it looks like he's asking for 50,000 here. And there's some other things to click on the screen. This is Edda's table where she's been sitting. Ah, there's 50,000 right there. Here's a pattern we should keep in mind. And a cup. Okay. That's someone we need to interact with. Ah. Looks like there's some tea brewing. And here. Okay, so this must correspond with the symbols we saw. Is there anything else we can click on here? Ooh, nice bit of fresh air. Nothing else here. A stage of some sort. All right. Let's use the tea on our teacup. Ah, and that gives us a symbol. If we go here, we can see that symbol is replicated here, here, and here. So let's use those same buttons here, here, and here. That gives us some yummy almond cake. I think this might be a biscotti. Now let's give the 50,000 note. And now that we have paid, we can exit. The developer diary for the that the developer wrote during the creation of this game, during the development of this game, is pretty interesting to read, and I actually have that linked in the description below. And he talks about how he designed the influences, in particular for designing this street scene. So it's an interesting read if you want to know more about the background of how this game was developed. All right, this is closed. So it looks like we need 3 symbols here. Here are some birds that have appeared. Here's one who flies off, dropping a symbol. Here's another holding another symbol. He flies off somewhere. Where does he go? Oh, he goes towards this plate. I wonder if he might be interested in some biscotti. Yep, and he drops a second symbol We have 2 of them now. Let's see if we can get the 3rd from this little bird. Come here, birdie. Uh-oh. Etta is surprised at the birds, how she does that thing. I don't know if she's surprised or if she's sneezing. I think she might be sneezing. It's hard to tell. But the music notes tell us that this bird has come here. So I'm going to give you a completely honest statement here. In this part, I got stuck and I could not progress. So I used a walkthrough, which showed me that this is the correct key code for this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. However, and I would like to know if you, I can see here that these, there's 4, you know, the same layout of keys is here, here, and here. But I could not figure out how to equate these to the ending of this puzzle. So I finally had to ask for or look at a walkthrough. So I want to thank the person who created the walkthrough for that. And I actually will add that to the description below. But in any case, that is, if you get stuck, that is the key code for that particular puzzle. Let's go ahead and put our pieces in here. Ah, Etta hears music, that music again. Following it along, she discovers Owl playing violin. Owl offers Etta a scarf, and I'm wondering if this is how Etta and Owl first met. Is that she found him playing for people who were sick in a convalescent home. We now have another object that is part of Etta's relationship with Owl, the music box and the scarf. Now there is this beautiful little diary, which, let's click on the diary first. We're going to need a key for that. There's a little pitcher here that we can use on the water to give us some full water. And the only thing I can see that needs a little bit of water is this little tiny plant. which gives us a key, which we can now use. That was a musical journal with some pictures in it. So I am not a musician. I am married to a musician, but I'm not a musician myself. And I feel that this game would be even more enjoyable to play if you were a musician and could follow along and click the notes in the correct order. So if you are playing this game and you are getting even more from it, or watching and getting even more from it because you are a musician, let me know. So we have this scene here, and it goes along to here. Let's click here. We have a scene here. Oh, here's a flower right here. Let's grab that. This looks like Al's journal. Oh. There is a piece of paper we can take here, some feathers, a little origami. I wonder if Al did a origami there. Here is some matches, which we can use on the candle. That will burn the candle down. And we can get an empty cup. The origami is a very nice touch. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be playing coffee shop attendant here because we're going to get the drinks for Al and Etta. So it looks like Al wants, there's already a cup here, and this is the type of cup he's looking for, and then we have the cup for Etta as well too. So Al is looking for some coffee with milk. Let's take some coffee and put it in here, and then add some cream. Dropping that on, let's pour it in. And there we have 1 cup full for Al. And then for Etta, it looks like she's looking for some tea with a little flower in it. So this one I think is tea here. I could be wrong. And then this? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yay, that did it. Awesome. There's tea for Etta. And coffee for Al. The cookies are done. Let's serve them up. They're hot from the oven and delicious. Etta and Al each having a cookie. There's 1 cookie left. Let's see if they'll split it. Yeah. And then Al gives her more, a little more of his piece. He's so darling. Al seems to be taking pictures in his memory music book here. And with that, we're going to move into chapter 3 when we move through this door here. And it looks like they're creating a message in a bottle. They have Owl's journal, some delicious fruit and cookies, some tea or coffee, some bread, some drinks. It's delicious. Let's first of all, as always, go over to one side of the scene and pick up everything we can. Here's the door back to their apartment. And there is, now remember, you can always click here to see what you need to click on. There is a flag there, an ice cream stand. Oh, yummy. Look at that. Oh, so this says, "My dearest," and we're going to keep that in mind. We'll come back to this later. Here is a sandcastle missing a couple of flags. A turtle appears to take that sandcastle off somewhere. I love that turtle. That's a great touch. The way he's animated and looks is fantastic. They did a great job with that. But that gives us a shell here. Let's see if we can find some more shells. It looks like we have this shell and we have the flower, but we need to find a few more things. Here is a star, and here is some sea plant there. And then we have this box that we can't yet open. We have everything to put in the bottle, so let's see what happens. There we go. And they write a note. "My dearest Edda," says Owl, and he draws a picture of her. And then she draws a picture of Owl. And then she writes a note to him, "To Owl." There's another picture as the story, the musical song, and the pictures that go with it unfold. And here is the next part of the adventure. I love the VW bus. That's awesome. It looks like Owl is suffering from a little pain, a headache. Oh. Okay, so there are 3 things that Owl and Edda are referring to. The first one is a fire. Next, there's a pinwheel. Let's go ahead and look at the whole scene again. Let's click here. Looks like we can put our paper here, but we need some scissors to cut with. The book also shows where we should cut and how to make a pinwheel. This is also important too. Oh, and here is a camera with a camera lens. There's an opportunity to look here. And this puzzle is fairly simple. You just need to find the matching constellation. Ah, there are the white stars. It looks like that is not the matching constellation, though. That might be... Ah, there we go. So it looks like there's two constellations. Here's this one. Oh, a little bird. That is sweet. So the other constellation must match this. But we are missing the lens. All right, so we saw that other constellation over here. Here it is. And that shows another beautiful bird. All right, so now we just need to do the pinwheel. So what else is there to click on here? We have this. I bet you that's where we need to put the pinwheel. We also have this basket here. So this is another puzzle where I had to consult a walkthrough because I could not figure out how this particular piece of paper, this clue, it seems like it would be every 15 minutes. So 1:15, 1:30, 1:45, 2 o'clock. That's how I thought, what I thought. So, so I went in here and I put 2 o'clock. But the first thing I noticed was that the times on these clocks don't really match the time on that piece of paper, so I was a little bit confused by that. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. But 2 o'clock did nothing. But I think the puzzle is for this is 3:05. So that one I do not understand exactly how that puzzle works. So if you know, let me know. But the answer is 3:05, and then also we have these numbers, these letters here. An E, a D, and an A. The E with a line over the top, the D with an underscore, the A with an underscore, and then a period. And that may tie into the ice cream puzzle that we have still left to work on the beach. Over here we now have some scissors, so we can place them over each side of our paper here. And then clicking on each one, it will fold them. There we go. But we need a pen. That was EDA. I see an E here, a D here, and an A with an underscore on it here, and then a period. So it looks like we're going for the second row, 1, 2, just below it, and then finally the last button here. And where does that take, where can we use that? Looks like we need to head right back into Etta and Al's apartment. And this is the one thing we did not look at over here, this key code here. 7, 2, 3, 0. That gives us a crowbar. And using that crowbar, we can finally open up this box. I do find it deeply amusing that somebody took the time to put a push pin in a box and then nail it shut and leave it on the beach. I know it's for the sake of the puzzle, but it does deeply amuse me. You know, this pin is solid gold and worth a lot on eBay. Sell that bad boy. We gotta pay for a Volkswagen Vanagon, so... Alright, so finally that gives us our pinwheel. And making this pinwheel brings back memories because my bridesmaids and I made pinwheels for my wedding, and we each had a pinwheel and a flower bouquet. So we spent a lot of time pushing pins through pinwheel paper. There you go. Yay! And there's a picture of Edda in Owl's diary, his music diary. So we have the first picture is from the first entry is coffee and tea. From the second entry is at the beach. And from the fifth entry over here, it says number 5 here. Those numbers we'll need to pay attention to is at Gone Camping. So let's fill out the musical journal. By the way, if this music is something that you could play, if you can follow this music and play it, that would be pretty cool. If you played it and sent it to me on Twitter at thejessachannel.com, either a recording or a video of you playing this music, that would be wonderful. And there is Edda and Owl. Aww. Oh no. We are going to end this session here. And in the next episode, we will find out what happens with Edda and Owl, as Owl has fallen sick. And, well, we'll need to rescue him. And we'll do that in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me for this episode. If you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here for more of When the Past Was Around. And thank you, as always, for watching.